Hey guys, this is Abhishek from Tech for Life. Let's begin with today's video. In today's video, we're going to do the impressions of the Xiaomi Mi 5S and the Xiaomi Mi 5S Plus. So let's quickly begin with it. First, let's look at the Xiaomi Mi 5S. The Xiaomi Mi 5S has a 5.15-inch Full HD display with Gorilla Glass for protection and 2.5D screen. It has a 2.15 GHz Snapdragon 821 processor. Note that the processor here is underclocked at 2.15 GHz, and this processor should be giving 10% more performance than the Snapdragon 820 processor which was used in the Mi 5. The RAM options available are 3 GB RAM and 4 GB RAM, and the internal storage is 64 GB and 128 GB. So it's the 3 GB and 64 GB ROM variant and the 4 GB RAM and 128 GB ROM variant. It has a 12 megapixel Sony IMX378 sensor with 4-axis optical image stabilization with rear and a 4 megapixel front camera. Xiaomi has used a metal design this time, unlike the glass body in the Mi 5, which wasn't durable at all. And this time, Xiaomi is using the Qualcomm Sense ID ultrasonic fingerprint sensor instead of the physical fingerprint sensor. So this sensor is placed under the glass, so it would work with wet hands or oily hands. So there's a big thumbs up to Xiaomi for adding this new technology. Next, it has the NFC Type-C port and Quick Charge 3.0 and has a 3200 mAh battery. And the price are for the 3 GB RAM and 64 GB ROM variant, the price is 1999 yuan, which converts to 20,000 approximately, and 4 GB RAM and 128 GB ROM variant, which converts to about 23,000. So the pricing is really good, and I feel Xiaomi has really done a good job in this phone, that is the Mi 5S. So the improvements from the Mi 5 and the Mi 5S is 200 mAh battery improvement, ultrasonic fingerprint sensor, Snapdragon 821 processor, uh, Gorilla Glass for protection, and the metal design, of course. Now let's talk about the Xiaomi Mi 5S Plus smartphone. This smartphone has a 5.7-inch Full HD display with the Gorilla Glass 4 protection and a 2.5D glass. It has a Snapdragon 821 processor clocked at 2.35 GHz. Note the Mi 5S was clocked at 2.15, and this is at the normal clock speed, that is 2.35 GHz. The RAM variants available are 4 GB RAM and 64 GB ROM, and 6 GB RAM and 128 GB ROM. It has a fingerprint sensor, which is a physical fingerprint sensor this time, unlike the ultrasonic fingerprint sensor found on the Mi 5S. I think this is because it has a 5.7-inch screen and you can't place a fingerprint sensor down or near the capacitor buttons, as it would be very tough for handling. So they placed the physical fingerprint sensor on the rear under the cameras. Surprisingly, the Mi 5S Plus smartphone has a dual 12 megapixel camera, which is made by Sony, and one camera sensor is a monochrome sensor and one is an RGB, which is color, and they take two different photos at the same time and they merge the photos for a more sharp picture. So I feel this camera would really be better than the Mi 5 and the OnePlus 3, of course, which has an IMX298 sensor. I feel this sensor would be better than them, and I feel this sensor would be equal to the S7, S7 Edge, or the iPhone 7 also. Let's see what happens. And it has Quick Charge 3.0, Type C, NFC support, a 3800 mAh battery, which is again 800 mAh more than the Mi Note, which was at the same size. So I feel the battery life on this phone would be really nice because it has a Full HD screen, unlike a 2K screen or logo and stuff. And now let's look at the price. The price for the 4 GB RAM and 64 GB ROM variant converts to 2,299 yuan, which converts to about 20,000 Indian rupees, and 6 GB RAM and 128 GB ROM variant converts to about 26,000 Indian rupees, that is 2,599 yuan. So Xiaomi has done a really good job with the Mi 5S and the Mi 5S Plus smartphones. They've given good performance, good specifications, good price, and I feel it's a really good value for money phone. And this smartphone goes on sale on September 29 in China. Of course, not for in India. It's gonna come. I feel it's gonna come to India by the end of this year. Which I hope it comes by the end of this year. Let's see what Xiaomi does. And that's it for this video, guys. If you like the video, hit the like button. If you dislike the video, hit the dislike button. If you like the video, please subscribe and share the video too. Please subscribe to me. This is Abhishek from Tech for Life, and I'm gonna sign out from this video. I'll see you next time. Peace.